Brother, let's talk. Episode 6. I'm Johnny V.
I'm Jose Medina.
Medina, let's just address the elephant in the room.
Me?
You're obviously listening to us and not watching us. You don't see us.
No video. We fell through on the promise of having video this week, but there's a reason for it.
Not for a lack of trying.
What we did, I mean, I guess we'll be transparent with it. We did record for about an hour and a half. We basically recorded episode 6 already on Friday night.
Yep. It's now Sunday.
It is now Sunday
afternoon.
afternoon. Yeah, 5 p.m. right now. We thought everything. I mean, I thought everything was gonna be good. But this video shit, I don't know. It can get a little complicated, really.
Yeah.
But and also it was more just the we thought we could kind of up the quality of the episode. It was once again like on episode 1 we recorded very late at night.
This was the same thing.
And pretty much, and then as the night kind of went, or as the episode progressed, you know, obviously it was, I think, 1 in the morning when we started.
We started at like 1:15.
And then it got obviously about an hour and a half later.
Yeah.
So we're closing on like 3 a.m. around that time, and we were pretty tired.
I mean, you walked out of my crib at like 3:08 a.m. But
yeah, we
have the studio set up. It looks pretty good. The video came out good, but I think it's a culmination of dealing with, you know, recording on a Mac OS and then transferring that over to a Windows software system for editing. It's
pretty much what we have to deal with right now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm assuming there's shit we can obviously get to make it much simpler.
Yes,
but we just don't have it at the moment.
Exactly.
We need to collect some funds and buy the expensive shit. Or I mean, I guess there's obviously going to be. I mean, I don't know about our fans right now, but I'm sure there's someone out there who can tell us the cheapest way, the simplest way to do this shit. But hey, we just don't got it right now.
Exactly.
So we deal with it. So we do have a recorded, but hey, listen, maybe we can just keep that in the vault. And who knows, maybe a year from now, I don't know. And we'll put it out or something like that, like the first video
Patreon.
episode.
We're putting that behind a paywall, by the way. So
oh yeah, give us $10.
If you're a real BLT fan, you want to see the hidden vault episode. Episode 6, which had some pretty good jokes. There was a couple of things that we said in there that were.
It was pretty funny, yeah. I mean, it was good for the most part, but yeah, like I said, as
30 minutes where
as the night went on, you know, I mean, you could definitely see us yawning. We were pretty fucking tired. It was, and plus, I mean, we got to the gym prior to that, so it was like, you know,
if you have to do 2 plates.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess we can kind of bring that one back up. I guess. I mean, like, we'll just kind of kick it off right here. I guess in terms of talking today.
Yeah. What's on the docket for me? I now I want to talk about the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Yeah,
we need to break this down.
It is picking up.
It is picking up. But let's
take
a step back. What were you gonna say?
Well, I mean, to take a step back, you know, John had claimed that he could. So John claims that he can bench 225,
2 plates
on the bench press,
flat bench.
Yeah, which is So for those who don't know, who are in like the fitness industry or who you know don't really work out like that,
go work out if you don't.
Yeah, go ahead, give it a start. 225 is like a benchmark on the bench. No pun intended, right there.
Yeah.
It is like a milestone for a lot of people. You know, in terms of like, you know, weightlifting. 225 is like a standard that people like to go, like a trophy that people like to achieve, pretty much.
Yep.
And so John said that he could do it. And he had done it on what is called a Smith machine.
It's like benched, but like it sort of helps you. It keeps the weight fixed.
Yeah, pretty much like with that machine, it kind of does help with the it takes some of the weight off, and also it literally locks it in place. So all you gotta do, you really just gotta just push it.
Yep.
And that's it. You don't gotta worry about anything else. You gotta just go up and down with it.
Yep.
And you do use your strength. Don't get it wrong, but it is significantly easier compared to the actual thing. And so then, John had talked it up. I'd even talked to some of my coworkers about it, and all me and my coworkers were not what was the word?
It.
Yeah, we just didn't believe him.
They weren't buying what I was selling.
Yeah,
I had to prove them wrong.
And so then I had said like, hey, listen, you know, I go to the gym every day. This Friday, we can meet up with there once you're off work, and then we went. It was me, John, and big shout out to Will.
Shout out Will.
Willie T. He came through, and we just
quick pin in it. Hold on 1 second. So, special shout out this month. If you don't know, now you know. It is AAPI month. So we know we have our Black History Month. We have Hispanic Heritage Month. We have all these months.
Yeah.
We have Trans Right Month. AAPI, Asian American Pacific Islander Month.
Yes.
Big shout out to all our Polynesians, our Tongans, our Asians, our
especially the
Samoans,
the fine ass Asians.
Oh, especially them fine ass Asians for real though. Special shout out to y'all. But back to what you were saying. Shout out Will. Shout out AAPI. All my motherfuckers. We rock with y'all. So
I mean, I guess the reason why you bring it up, I guess I'll just say Will is he is Tongan.
Will is black.
Will is Will is Polynesian, so it's that's why we bring it up. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, we go to the gym, we set it up. We're getting warmed up. We get on the bench. we warm up a few times. And John just wants to get right into it. Yep. I think he did like one warm up set, maybe 1, 2 warm. No, you warmed up, maybe two warm up sets.
The plates a couple times. I hit one plate. Yeah. Repped out 8.
And I think that was it, right? I think you just hopped in the next. Pretty much. So then he loads on the next plates, and let's just say it didn't really go too well for John.
Man, can I take over for a moment?
Oh yeah, you can go.
Can I bring you guys into the mindset I was in? So I was really, really nervous. I had butterflies in my tummy. And I'm sitting there. I got these two fucking hulking behemoth, bros around me. These motherfuckers do plates like it's like I do plates for dinner.
Eating them up.
I'm eating them up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already a little bit nervous, and so I sit down on the bench, lock in, get a little lift off. I get a lift off the what do you even call that? The nesting area for the
the rack.
Off the rack. That's what it's called.
It's re-rack it. Yeah.
And at that moment, I bring the bar down. It felt good. It felt controlled. It was at my pace, my leisure, and I start pushing up. And my brain's telling my arms to keep pushing up, and the arms just aren't listening. They're just not going. And my brain's like, go, 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 go. And my arms are like, nah, we're just gonna post up right here. And the weight goes back down. had to get spotted. Had to get saved. I was drowning in the river. Had to get pulled out. And it is what it is, Post game interview. What I will say is this: next month I can next month. Fuck that. Next week. This next Friday. By the time we record episode 7, I on everything I love, I'm doing those 2 plates.
Okay.
That's a lock.
And look, hopefully, that's not hopefully. 90% sure we'll have a video up, and I should be able to play the video of John either failing or getting this what do you call it? A bench press?
PR.
Getting his PR. There you go.
Personal record for those who don't know.
Yeah, and I should be able to throw it up on the screen if it happens or whatever happens. But yeah, that video, man, or like just the whole production, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like, I'm sure it's simple for a lot of people, but we're just a couple of young bucks trying to get the mud.
I'm sure a couple of young bucks, straight gutter bunnies trying to get it out, or a couple of gutter bunnies trying to get it out of the mud.
Sounds kind of racist.
That's a term for like ghetto white girls. You call them like gutter bunnies.
Gutter bunnies.
Yeah. Because they're like snow bunnies, and then there's gutter bunnies. What?
I was gonna say, do you have like a favorite derogatory term towards women?
My favorite derogative word towards women.
Welcome back.
Gotta be thotties.
Thotties?
Yeah, thotties.
Okay. But see, I don't use those kind of words. I'm respectful to any woman.
Yeah, me too. But I want to jump into something I want to talk about. I mentioned it. Did I mention it up top?
Oh yeah, the rapper. Yeah,
yeah, I did. The Drake and Kendrick beef. So I want to talk. I'm gonna give you a little. I did. I want to give you a little rundown. If you're not hip to what's going on, I'm gonna give you a little rundown on kind of the background of it.
If you're not hip to the hop.
Dude, that's really funny. If you're not hip to the hop, I want to give a little rundown on the origins of this beef, where it kind of comes from. My sort of opinion on it, and then I want to follow that up with like some of my favorite rap beefs, or just beefs in general that have gone on in the zeitgeist, in the last 50 years or so.
It's a big word.
So let's break it down. Back in 2012, Kendrick Lamar drops a rap verse called "Control," and in this song, he's rapping, he's talking his shit, but there's a particular verse where he says, shout out to like J. Cole, shout out to Drake, shout out to Rick Ross, A$AP Rocky, everyone who was popping at the time, 2 Chainz.
Kendrick said all this?
Yeah, Kendrick said all this.
Excuse me, 2012, a crazy year.
We were going to die that year.
Yeah, that was the Mayan calendar ended right there.
I was 13 years old. I was so sure. Every time my mom would like leave to like the store or like anything like that, I was like, Mom, be safe.
Bro, my mom had even told me that because it was like the day of, and she was
December
like,
18th.
no, yeah, whatever. She's like, remember, she's like, if we have waters right here, if something happens. And I was like, okay.
You ain't gonna lie, you were scared a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, 100%. But I was like, all right then. But she's like, yeah, man, we have a bunch of waters right here if anything happens, Post-apocalyptic, but I got my Kirkland 24-pack of water that'll keep me safe.
You're just carrying it for someone fucking candle was breaking your house. Like, throw water at him. Kirkland, please save me. Kirkland, please save me.
Back to the Kendrick verse.
Yeah, so he drops. He says, shout out to all these rappers. He's like, but when it comes to rap, he was like, I'm trying to murder y'all. He's like, I don't want you to have any fans. He was, I want your core audience to be my core audience. So he drops that back in 2012. Drake doesn't really like that. And since 2012, this has gone on for a long, long time. It's kind of reaching ahead now. Pause.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I never paid attention to the rap game like that or like too in depth with it, but like have they really been shooting shots at each other?
It's been subtle. There's been subtle shots that people are looking at now, like looking back on, like, oh, that's interesting. Well, like, if you look at it through the scope of like he's talking about Kendrick, it makes a lot of sense, or vice versa. Because J. Cole has made comparisons not only on First Person Shooter, which is a song that he made with Drake. He had another song where he kind of compares the three of them again, K. Dot, Aubrey, and himself, as being the big three or like the goats of the rap game.
Yeah.
And you never really hear Kendrick reciprocate that or Drake even reciprocate that. It was always like J. Cole kind of saying that.
You think J. Cole was trying to bridge the bring them together?
He's like, mom and dad are fighting type shit. J. Cole, soft as fuck. We're gonna get to that too right here in a moment. Oh my god, dude. J. Cole.
Those memes are hilarious. Like J. Cole right now. And it's like just be being all happy because he got out of the beef like right on time.
Low key though, good for him.
That's low key the like what is that, like the Wall Street buy out at the perfect time.
Oh yeah, no,
he sold that stock at a very good price.
In poker they call it a hero fold. They're like a hero laid down. Like bro just made a hero call. Like he saw the writing on the wall and was like, he knows.
Let me not get involved.
He said no. It was crazy. Perfect timing. So. They're taking, excuse me, sorry, I hit my cable. They're taking subtle shots at each other, and then First Person Shooter comes out, which is a song with J. Cole and Drake. And supposedly some of the background on that is that Kendrick was supposed to be on that song with them. They wanted to be all three of them. He refused to do so. And in the music video, they're like making like shooting, like they're kind of like shooting at the camera, and they're taking like little like Drake's kind of like taking subtle shots at Kendrick again. Yeah. J. Cole shows love essentially. And says
he sending hearts in the video.
Yeah, J. Cole sending hearts in the video. Love you, Kendrick. But he does say he has a bar where he goes, I love when they argue about the greatest MC. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We're the big three, like we started the league. So he's showing love, basically being like, hey, all three of us, like we're the champs of this. So we're the best of it. And I love being compared to you guys.
Now, when did First Person come out?
That was this year.
Yeah, but like, just to give like a time gap of how long it's been. Because 2012 it started, and then now we're.
Oh, it had been so yeah, 2012 to 2023. So.
And then when did it come out recently?
Wait, is it 2024?
Yes, it's 2024.
Christ. It's been 12 years. Essentially, it's been 12 years. So what's it called? So the song. I don't even know why I said it like that.
Okay, so it came out in October of 2023.
October of 2023.
It's been that long since.
It's been a minute.
Jesus. So time flies. Yeah. Okay.
Time flies.
We'll talk about how we're almost halfway through this year already.
Oh my God, Jesus!
That's so crazy.
It's the fifth month.
Yeah, we're almost at 6. Half.
Anyway. God.
So anyway, back in October. Back in October.
So he drops it back in October 2023. The song comes out, and then Kendrick kind of goes quiet for a little bit. You don't really hear him reciprocating the love. And then all of a sudden, 2 months ago, Future and Metro drop an album called "We Don't Trust You." And the whole, like, just off of that, "We Don't Trust You," the whole vibe of the album is kind of like very like aggressive, like very much like kind of like stirring the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
Drop a song called "Like That," and on that song, Kendrick's on that song, and he drops his response to First Person Shooter, which is essentially a big old.
I think no one knew he was on it right at first, or did people know? And then I hear and I hear these good friends are talking out of their neck.
These neighbors talking out of their neck. And then he basically spends the next 45 seconds or so dismantling that entire song, and the whole. He kind of has a lyric where he goes, "Fuck the big three, it's just big me." So and that
Fuck
has
you, Drake.
That was the nuke that set off everything.
Yeah, it was weird.
Because then we're looking at after that. I have these songs here in chronological order.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got not chronological order, but I got them.
I mean, like it started off with that one song, and then just starting like last week, it kind of just really shot. What was it a week ago? How long's it been now?
So this is over the course of 3 weeks. So I think 3 weeks ago, Drake drops Push Ups, which is a song. Basically, he's like, all right, let's do it then. So he dropped Push Ups. Is basically Drake saying, hey, Kendrick Lamar, like every time you drop a song, I get 50% of it. So the song's called Push Ups. He says, drop and give me 50, drop and give me 50. So, Drake's kind of like dancing, doing his thing, kind of having his good little time.
Having a fun time, really. He's just
time.
just buddies going back and forth in the rap game.
Then he drops Tailor Made, which that had a lot more.
Wait, real quick. And then the funny shot to Metro at the end.
Yeah. Metro, shut your whole ass up and do some drums. Like,
yeah, make some drums.
Because Metro Boomin, if you don't know, he's a producer. He only does instrumentals, so he doesn't rap. So he's basically being like, man, shut the fuck up and make some beats, bro. Just trying to get in this rap beat for. Then Kendrick's quiet for a little bit, and Drake then drops Tailor Made, which is a crazy freestyle where he uses AI for Tupac and Snoop Dogg, which is like the West Coast.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard this.
Dude.
He used
AI Tupac and AI Snoop Dogg, and it's
can
basically
he do that? Can he do that, or does he have to like?
That's funny you say that. We'll get back to that because Kendrick did try to get a cease and desist and get that taken down because he's like, you can't use Tupac's likeliness in your song.
Did he even get permission from Snoop Dogg? Or like, I mean, I guess people do it all the time now, but it's like, but on that scale though,
Snoop probably said yes to it and was like, yeah, you can use my voice for AI. Tupac probably didn't say anything because I think he's dead.
I think it'd be hard to reach him.
It'd be hard to reach him. He's over there in Cuba. If you know, you know. So he drops Tailor Made. So this is him goading because.
Is it good though? Like, did you hear the song? Have you?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
I like it. I think it's good. I like all the songs they've dropped have been like really good. I think that's why like the rap game is good again because it's like, bro,
what does he have Tupac and Snoop saying?
Tupac is essentially, so the whole point of the song is to goad him into dropping because it had been 2 weeks, he had been quiet, and it's called Tailor Made for a reason because the subject matter of the song is. So the song starts with Tupac being like, "Hey Kendrick, you the West Coast savior. Like you need to shut this dude up from Canada. Like you know what I'm saying." And then here's a bar.
This is Drake's song.
This is Drake's song.
Oh, okay.
Drake's
he's edging him.
He's edging him basically.
Come on, you know you want
exactly because Kendrick has compared himself to Tupac before, and he's kind of he has a whole album To Pimp a Butterfly. The whole album is essentially like an homage to Tupac, and Kendrick basically saying like, "Hey, I'm the West Coast savior now. Don't trip." So he loves Tupac. So that was exactly. I think of all the disses he probably dropped, I think that Tupac one is probably the one that like got Kendrick the most.
Okay.
So in the song, it's Tupac's voice being like, "Kendrick, you're the West Coast savior. Shut up this Canadian if you really about it. Like, but also be yourself. You're not a gangster. Like, hella like, yeah, like it's crazy." And then he has Snoop doing the same thing. And then Drake hops on the last verse of the song, and he's like, "I know why you haven't dropped, bro. You haven't dropped because Taylor Swift's dropping this week, and your record label won't let you do that."
Okay.
He's basically being like, you're so in the industry. He was like, he's like, you can't drop whenever you want. You know? So it's really, really crazy because you're listening to it, you're like, Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Like, what's going to happen now? At that moment, as a fan, you're sitting there like, how can Kendrick respond, right? Boom. A little bit, it goes quiet for a little bit.
Yeah.
3 days later, Euphoria drops Tuesday, 7 a.m.
On the dot.
On the dot. I was at the gym at my job, and I was like, what the fuck, Euphoria? I was like, oh my God, Kendrick responded. Man goes crazy on Euphoria. He starts.
Which one was this one again?
This was the him basically being like Drake. Like it's the one that has the sample from Wizard of the Oz. Wizard of the Oz. One.
Is this? I mean, I guess each of the songs have like beat switches, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
this is the one that has three. That has three beat switches.
3 of them, right? Okay. Yeah.
Kendrick finally responds, drops Euphoria. I'm trying to think of like the most outstanding lyric in that one. I don't think so. He basically just says like, Drake, like you're fake. Don't don't try me. Basically, like you're never. You're like an industry plant. You're never real. You know. Goes quiet. Next day, 616 in LA. Bam. Kendrick drops again. The song's called 616 in LA. And this one was crazy. I mean, this one he's going in as well on this one, right? And then
this is the one where Drake dropped right after, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, actually, if I remember correctly, I thought it was Family Matters first after Euphoria, and then 616 in LA. 616 in LA. Hold on, sorry. Came out after, but basically they dropped within 2 hours of each other the same night. This was on Friday night, by the way, right? No, or Thursday. No, it was Friday night. It was on Friday night. We just left the gym.
Oh yeah, man.
So they dropped 2 songs back to back. It's crazy. Like now they're talking about families. Like these 2 songs are basically like you know, this is straight up for the fans.
They're taking it one step further past the rap beef. I mean, you know, in the rap beef industry, like they're going personal.
They're going personal, right? So then Kendrick fucking drops an absolute nuclear bomb on Drake's head and drops a song called "Meet the Grams."
And that was yesterday?
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
No, that was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yep. He drops 2 songs in the same day, right?
Yeah, it will be because he dropped it after Drake.
Yeah. Yes.
He's busy. Oh, gotcha again. Like so right now, in terms of like what was like the sport, ball's in Drake's court right now. Unless Kendrick drops it, another one. Imagine again.
So,
but in this one, he fucking
Drake's has 2 songs to Kendrick's like 5 songs.
Yeah.
And Kendrick's are crazy because on this song "Meet the Grams," he spends 7 minutes addressing every member of Drake's family. He speaks to his mom. He speaks to his dad. He speaks to Adonis, his son.
Oh
and
my
then
God. That's how stupid I am, bro. I realized that his last name is Graham.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You see, I'm a little slow with this stuff, you know. Oh my God. I was like, Graham.
I'm not trying to shit on you too much, but I remember one time
the Childish Gambino.
Yes, bro. This dude, bro. We're in his room and shit like that, like listening to music, and then Childish Gambino has a bar where he goes, "Blue Bloods like we both gangs," right? Like pretty simple, pretty pivotal. It's a good bar. We had fucked with that album so tough that year. So we heard it so many times. And then, bro, my boy goes, "Holy shit, did you hear that?" And I was like, wait. He's like, "Blue Bloods like you're both gangs."
I mean, I don't think it was like that, but I remember I was like, oh. And I was like, okay, yeah, hit me. So right now, I mean, but here's the thing. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. So, I mean, even though I know his name, it didn't hit me till right now. I was like, you breaking the family members. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, his name is Aubrey Graham.
Graham.
Aubrey Graham. Okay, so Meet the Grams.
My top 5 is Drake.
When the cookies ain't go. Great clip.
You know.
Anyways, so breaking
he spends 7 minutes dismantling and like addressing everyone in Drake's family. He's like, "Adonis, like your dad ain't shit. Sandra and Dennis, you raised like a terrible son, and like he's like a sex offender, and like he likes little girls basically." And then he goes, "And by the way, he has a daughter he's hiding from the world too."
Yeah.
Which Drake has had beef with Pusha T, and Pusha T turned him into a dad by exposing that he had a son.
So and that happened. Like he
did have a son.
He really had a kid. And so what? And then as of right now, I mean, Drake. I mean, I guess we'll talk about it a little bit because it happens a little later when Drake kind of starts talking about that. But
so we haven't.
Tell me what is that the one with the cover with the shirt and stuff?
With the what?
With the shirt and you see like the drugs on there.
Oh yeah, the Ozempic.
Okay, so I mean, we'll talk about that. So I mean, the cover of this track
has Ozempic.
Has a shirt, 2 prescriptions, excuse me, 1 to Ozempic, and then 1 for like a date rape drug.
Yep.
Which is known for, I mean, I guess people use, or it's kind of like, it's related to Ambien, as they say, which is like, you know, like the date rape drug.
Yep.
Am I saying that right? Anyway, I stopped saying that word.
Date rape? No, yeah, you're saying it right.
No, I stopped saying the word.
Yeah, what, date rape? No, yeah.
but and then he had that, a shirt, and then it was some like revealing stuff about him. But then people were wondering where the picture came from.
Yep.
Whether it was just made right there, you know, just kind of send shots at him, or if it was actually from maybe Drake's household or something like that.
Because Kendrick had made allegations in a previous song essentially saying that, like, hey, you got 100 OVO motherfuckers with you, but 20 of them aren't really rocking with you. He's like, and like 2 of them are right by you. And he's like, so that album cover it looks like it's from Drake's, you know, household. And if you're a girl going into the embassy, Drake's house, you're probably going to leave your phone at the front door.
Oh, wait, is that the nickname of his house?
Yeah,
the embassy. Okay.
Yeah. If you're a girl going to the household, you're probably going to leave your phone at the door, and you're probably going to have to sign an NDA.
Yeah.
A non-disclosure agreement. Basically saying, like, whatever happens in this household, you can't talk about it.
Yeah, it's quite. But if you do talk about it, you're like in debt or something like that.
Oh, you owe money.
You owe like millions now, or
yeah. And then they can also like see some of your assets. Like it's crazy.
You could really get fucked over if you break that agreement, pretty much.
So basically, all I have to say is, it's not some random girl taking that picture. It's someone who is in that household and has their phone, which is probably someone on his team. So,
maybe. I mean, it's all very high speculation, but hey,
speculation.
You never know.
But crazy to even pontificate upon it. Is that the right word? Ponder it. Ponder its relevance. I think pontificate is not it. I think pontificate means to make a point. Whatever.
You know what?
Look that shit up real quick.
Hey Siri, what does pontificate mean?
Here we go.
Oh, so he's not gonna. I thought he was gonna read it. But it is a verb, expresses one's opinions in a way considered annoyingly pompous and dogmatic. Like me, dog.
Dogmatic. Yeah, it's not like me for real.
So I don't think that's the right word.
It wasn't the right word. I think I was thinking of the word ponder upon, but whatever.
Okay, yeah. But
and then so he drops that, which is crazy, right? And then you're thinking, holy shit, that was a crazy ass nuke. Meet the Grams was crazy. Goes quiet again. The calm before the storm. And then yesterday, I'm driving back home from California. My man Medina calls me, and he's like, "Did you just hear Kendrick's new diss track?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, Meet the Grams." No. He
not like us. Not like us, Otis.
Not Like Us is probably the best diss track I've heard in a minute, hot minute. Whew. Just to put it into like, just to put it in one bar. Drake has serious allegations, not serious allegations. Drake has allegations of being a like sex offender, like who likes younger girls. Kendrick goes, "Ain't you tired of trolling, bro? I know you're trying to. Sorry."
You call yourself a rapper with that intro?
I know, for real. "Ain't you tired of trolling, bro? You call yourself..." No. How'd you say it?
Come on, man.
I know. Let me lock in. "Ain't you tired of trolling? You're trying to hit a chord, and it's probably A minor."
For those who don't know.
A minor is a chord, and A minor is also the thing that Drake's looking for.
It's playing word. Double entendre.
Double entendre.
Anyways, yeah. So
like two Tacomas.
He's what?
Double entendre, like two Tacomas. Like Tundra, Toyota Tacoma.
Oh, I said, no, I heard that one.
Come on, fuck with your boy here, rapper for real. But rap game is going absolutely insane right now. I mean, motherfuckers.
Pretty mad. But I mean, well, him talking about his unknown daughter at the moment, but Drake is fighting against that. You know, he's because there's a clip out there that's pretty kind of viral. You know, with academics on the phone with him.
Yeah.
For those that don't know academics, he's like, I would say popular media personality. I would say.
Yeah,
I mean,
he follows the hip hop culture.
Yeah, he's very big in hip hop culture. Whatever, you can look him up, but he's
big in general.
He's
physically.
But he's pretty in touch with the rap. He's actually friends with pretty big rappers. He's close. Anyways, I think there's a clip of him like on the phone with someone or with Drake. I think himself. And the Drake even says like, if you or someone can find out I have a daughter, he's like, I will quit rap and I'll work for you or something like that.
Really?
So it sounds like maybe, who knows?
It's a stretch.
Unless someone really found out that Drake has a daughter, or if Kendrick somehow found out but I don't know.
That felt like a reach where I was like, bro has a daughter, like, nah.
I mean, one kid, two kids?
2 kids. I mean, he'll be all right financially, but
But it's like for him to say, I'm like, Aubrey would never lie. But him to say, if you anyone can find, I'll literally quit rap right now. So it's like, unless he's got her stowed away.
You ain't gonna find her. She's in my basement.
I didn't say all that.
What
I didn't say all that. Maybe no, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, but I don't know. But I don't know. I just don't really believe it. But great music though.
The music's so good. The rap game is good again.
The beef is solid.
And before we move on to the next topic, let's just address J. Cole. During all this, J. Cole, God, so disappointed in J. Cole. My God.
What did he say? He said, Dreamville, y'all love cake? Oh, Kendrick? I do. Oh, shit, my bad. Him, I'm like, I do too.
Yep.
That was pretty much it. He bowed out the beef.
Because he dropped a diss track. It was all right. It wasn't received that well. Everyone was like, because he kind of spends time like trying to like say, oh, Kendrick has a weak ass discography, which is like it's not. It's a really good catalog of music.
Yeah.
Drops it. It wasn't received well. Goes on Dreamville Fest in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, and apologizes and says, sorry, Kendrick. Takes the fucking diss track down.
Yeah.
Which looking back on it now was the greatest movie could have did.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. That man sold that stock at $1 million a piece. He's good now.
He's good because Drake. It's like Drake, get up, like fight back, bro, fight back. 2 to 5, bro. My boy got 5 songs in your head, and all of them are literally dismantling your entire life, calling him a fraud. He says, "You ain't a colleague, you a fucking colonizer." That's crazy. Yeah,
that whole. I mean, and then talking about him going to Atlanta. Oh yeah, he being a colonizer in Atlanta because most of the very big rappers are out from there, and he's assisted with. You heard the? I'm assuming you heard the John Stockton bar.
Yeah.
Did you understand? I didn't understand it until this morning because once again,
he said, catch this body. I'm gonna pass on this body like I'm John Stockton or something.
But did you get it though?
No,
Or did you understand?
John Stockton's like a basketball player.
He's a basketball player, but he is number 1 in assists in the NBA.
Okay.
And he's always,
always passing.
But he's always featured on tracks like that blow up or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So he is like basically doing the whole reference. But I guess also Drake has a picture with John Stockton on his Instagram from years ago. And Drake, or his manager, whatever the fuck, that post is gone now.
Oh, really?
It's off the Instagram. So it's pretty funny though.
Yeah. Oh man, Kendrick's on his
I was like, man, that's solid. Kendrick. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm assuming. Do you think Kendrick writes his own shit?
When you're that famous, it's hard to say. I think there's a lot of ghostwriters in the industry, which is why I want to get in on it. But I think there's a lot of ghostwriters on everyone's team. Like I think Drake ghostwrites. We know Drake ghostwrites. I have my suspicions that Kendrick and J. Cole ghostwrite. It's just what it is.
We'll never know until 100% that we hear something. But
yeah, because a good ghostwriter is a ghost. You don't see.
Yeah, but I will say no. But yeah, that it is pretty cool. Like how creative people are with those bars like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I would say Lil Wayne's probably the one guy I think 100% does not ghostwrite. Lil Wayne, or maybe even like Eminem, maybe.
Eminem. Your girl wanted Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem. Eminem.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, but great. Once again, great music coming out right now. But you did want to talk about other rap beefs that you're a fan of?
Yes. I'll just kind of like rapid fire some of my favorite ones. First and foremost, got to be 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. That's not a rap beef necessarily,
but it does involve the rap. A pretty big rapper.
Yeah, bro. It's so, if you could read one page of a Harry Potter book, it's so good. If you don't know, you need to look up 50 Cent Floyd beef. There's 2 clips in particular that are just so funny because they went back and forth for a long, long time. And Floyd is not the best reader. Like there's a clip of him in a pre-fight interview.
He's like, what, the Breakfast Club? Is that it? Or?
Something like, I think Breakfast Club. And 50 Cent's like, he can't read.
Yeah.
And so he's like, there was a whole like ice bucket challenge to where
the ALS.
Is
that what it was?
Ice bucket challenge. If you put ice on your head, a celebrity will kind of like donate money to a college.
If they don't do the challenge. Wait, isn't that kind of like a buyout somewhat?
Something like that.
Like it's like you owe money to this if you don't do a bucket on your head. Like if you don't have ice water in your head.
Donate that shit to me, bro. Respectfully, bro.
Yeah, but wait, what was the the other famous 50 Cent clip where he's like, "What does he fuck me for?"
Yeah.
Is that the same beef or is that something else?
I think it was Floyd. Yeah, he's like, hey, I woke up this morning. They say Floyd said, "Fuck Nelly, fuck T.I., and fuck 50." And I'm like, why he say fuck me for? And Nelly fucked your first baby mama.
Yeah. He basically goes in on him, and then there's like the infamous picture where he's flipping off the camera.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That one's really funny. And then I also love the Machine Gun Kelly Eminem beef just because it was so stupid and nobody cared. Like,
well, I mean, people somewhat care, but like Machine Kelly was, I don't know, he's just. Has anyone ever put Kelly up there as like really good?
Dude, Machine Gun Kelly's not good at anything. I'm a big Machine Gun Kelly hater. He's not good at anything he does. I think he's the biggest cornball who's ever been involved in the industry at all.
Have you seen his tattoos recently?
No.
I think he got like his whole torso blacked out.
Cornball.
I think, or like a majority of it blacked out.
Cornball.
And I was like, I mean, I get like the blackout tattoos, whatever. Like this, he got like his whole fucking. I think his upper torso. I think.
That's cornball.
But a majority. I want to say at least a good amount. Like,
man, that boy. Yeah, supreme cornball.
Yeah. I mean, I would say my favorite rap beef, which is like a number one. Like I would say like the older hip hop heads, which is Ice Cube versus NWA.
Ooh, no Vaseline.
No Vaseline. Well, which I would say undoubtedly is probably in my heart is number one diss track ever released.
He's in on Dr. Dre's
It is so
head.
fucking good. I mean, okay, you know what? Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, Dr. Dre, everyone he goes in on that.
But I particularly remember the Dr. Dre bar. He talks about like him being like a figure skater, like how you a G and you a figure skater.
Yeah, well, he's like that, and he's like, he also talks about Yella. He's like yes, it's sick to producing, and he goes, and some he's like, but you talking about Arnold, but you Benedict. He said, "Easy saw your ass and went in it quick." Or something.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, he said, and Easy Dick smell like MC Ren shit.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's
it's like I mean, but it is a fantastic beef, and I mean they went up back and forth a little bit, but I think it actually kind of divided them for a while,
mm-hmm.
and then the beef kind of just never settled until like way later.
Well, how'd they settle it? Was it when who someone died that they settled the?
Well, I mean, I mean, as far as I know, I didn't do any like serious actual deep dive into it, but I'm a major fan of the movie, the biopic, Straight Outta Compton.
Yes.
And I love that movie. I've seen it so many times.
Crenshaw Mafia.
I mean, in terms of like timeline, if that's how it's like happening in real life, I'm assuming they want to keep it as authentic as possible. They kind of had agreed to like make like a tape all together, like all of them get back together, start recording, and then that's the time when Easy got diagnosed with AIDS.
He died from AIDS, huh? He did.
Yeah, is it? But which one's is it AIDS or HIV? Which one's like the dangerous one?
AIDS. HIV is like it's like you spread it, but it's like chill.
Oh, okay.
AIDS is like you get a common
like
cold.
The autoimmune.
Autoimmune disease, yeah.
So that's when I mean, in terms of the movie, he got diagnosed with it like as they were kind of getting the project going, and he died before they could do anything with that. So I mean, yeah, so that's kind of how that went. I would say another big rap beef, Biggie and Pac.
Biggie and Pac.
And you have the amazing what's that one song?
Hit 'em up.
Hit 'em up, yeah.
Hit 'em
oh
up.
My god, you fat motherfucker.
So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. That's a crazy ass like
West Side.
It's so good. You know that's also really good. That's one of my favorite diss tracks too, because like the energy is crazy. The energy is crazy on that one.
It very good.
And what was another rap beef I had? Sorry, I had another rap beef here.
Oh yeah, I had a whole little list.
Yeah, I had a little list. Got a little list here.
And I mean, there's been a lot throughout the years.
Yeah, I know.
Would you like to see a rap beef between anyone?
Man,
just for the hell of it.
I want to see Megan Thee Stallion beef it with Big Lotto. Settle in the squirt off.
Settle it in the bathtub.
yeah. Hey, let's make up and kiss, y'all. Yeah. No, being realistic though, actually that I would, yeah, definitely would see that. But on a different note, I think as far as like male rappers goes, who would I want to see beef it like crazy style? I just feel like it has the energy. I want to see Joey Badass beef with some. I think Joey Badass had really good music when he was. I would put him in my top 10 rappers just based off of a couple projects. He's super like he's not.
What was that one? 96?
1999.
1999.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite like mixtape I think of all time. It's like
very
top
good.
3.
Classic.
I love that one. Joey Badass beef with anyone really. I think Joey Badass would really bring the energy. He has good wordplay. Damn, he has good wordplay when he wants to.
Oh, did you see that clip? I think it was I think it was the baby doing an interview. I want to say with Shannon Sharp, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I might be wrong on that. So, but he was doing an interview.
The baby.
Yes,
okay.
the baby. You know, bump. Anyway, I mean, like
Elmer Fudd.
Basically, I mean, for those that don't know, the baby, people do make fun of him as if he's like the same on every track.
He really is though.
Like it's the same cadence and everything, but pretty good music though. I enjoy the baby's music.
If he had a better producer, had better beats, and like a better like management team, I think he could be. Yeah.
All right, but he's up there. But so, anyways, but to talk about, he had talked about how he got to like a call one day or like messages from like a certain rapper. He didn't say the name. People are speculating that it could be maybe Jordan Lucas.
Yeah.
Jordan Lucas.
Oh yeah. Do you want to start a rap beef?
Yeah. He's basically saying he's like hey. He's like, you ready for this? Or like you ready for some greatness? He's like, yeah, what's up? Hit me. And then they talked to each other. He said, listen, I think we should start a rap beef, go back and forth each other, get some. And he was like, nah. He's like, I ain't with that shit. And it was. I think he talked about like it being like he's like, I really have to not fuck with you to do that. He's like, I'm not even gonna do that shit on like some like no play type shit. But also, I mean, it's kind of corny, really.
Yeah.
But I mean,
what do you mean rap beef for just for like the vibe, like the money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Hell yeah.
A fake rap beef?
Fuck yeah. I'll beef. We could beef right now on the podcast for the fucking fakeness, bro. Just for the views, bro. Imagine. Brother, Let's Talk splits up, and then on the low, we both got our money in order. All the fans are like, "Oh my god,
we need them back together.
We need them back together." No, fuck that. Fuck me. I'll never get on the mic with that fool.
You guys can see it, but I have a gun pointed at him right now.
Exactly. And then as soon as we finish recording, all right, bro, what's the move, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like hella kicking and shit like that.
Wait, so was there any other rap beefs or was that it?
That was pretty much it. I think all the other ones like pretty older, like KRS-One versus Nelly, you know, The Game versus this person, and I'm like,
oh man, The Game,
dude, The Game.
The Game was nice back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever hear that one clip of him like like some. I mean, people call like a lot of cap on him, but he was like, someone had asked him, he was like, "What's the most amount of money you've like given up on for like a deal or something like that?"
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "I skipped a $14 million tour for it so I can get to Legend on 2K."
Oh my god.
Or something like that. And of course, really, he goes, "Yep." He's like, I had to get Legend on 2K. But everyone's like, "Man, you ain't do that."
Yeah.
Like no one believes him, but I don't fucking know.
The game is not that. I don't think the game could sell out anywhere anymore.
Hey, he had some bangers back there though.
He did.
I'm trying to remember that one, like the big song that he fucking
Hated or love it, but that was a 50 Cent.
It was it was a different one, but I mean, hate or love it. Yeah, that's
Hated or love it doing the dogs.
What is it? I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere. Cap.
Yep.
Cap. Hold on. I mean, there was it How We Do?
Oh, is it? Is it How We Do?
I think it was. Hold on, let me fucking.
This is how we do.
Oh yeah.
This is how.
I mean, that was a pretty big song, but I mean, besides that, I couldn't really tell you the game's discography.
Yeah,
discography.
How about Soulja Boy versus anybody? That's always the funniest thing ever. Quavo. Soulja Boy versus Quavo.
I sent you my address.
1 o'clock. You never showed up.
Never showed up.
Dude, the funniest thing is because, like, Soulja Boy really be beefing with himself because, like, bro, he's not, like, famous enough for anyone to care about what he says.
Yeah.
But he's so argumentative and combative with all these rappers.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy and Drake.
Drake.
So good.
Well, I mean, it's fun because, I mean, he also, like, dipped in, like, some other ventures. Like, he made, like, the phone.
The console.
The console was hilarious, by the way. I can't lie. That shit was funny. Because I don't know if you ever saw it when people actually got it or like what it basically was. I mean, it was essentially like the skeleton of like kind of like an Xbox, like the small one, like the Xbox Series S.
Okay.
But it has a computer in it, but you can't put any game. There's no discs that they can run because it's not like an official console.
Okay.
So it was essentially just like a big emulator.
Okay.
So basically, like, when you load it, like it had like thousands of games, but it's basically like I mean, people going crazy about like the emulator that's on the iPhone right now. I don't know if you saw that. Essentially the same thing, but on that console.
Okay.
So he pretty much had like the main games on there, but a bunch like shit you never heard of either. Damn. But that's all it was though. It was nothing else. It was like he got the Soulja Boy console, got this, got that. And he tried to sell a bunch of stuff.
He's ambitious. Say what you want about him. He's ambitious.
I mean, and also his claims to be the first to everything.
Dude, he actually is though, because it's really funny because Soulja Boy claims to be the first on everything, and everyone's like, "All right, share."
He was like, what, the first big rapper on YouTube, or was that what it was?
Yeah, and it's crazy. Every time he makes a claim, he backs it up.
He has some evidence.
He has evidence.
Some things I'm like, I don't know about that one, but
for the most part, he's got the evidence. It's crazy. Soulja Boy is
I was
so
the
far
first
ahead of the
rapper
game. It's
on,
detrimental.
Like, the first rapper on Twitch or first. Because I mean, he was saying Post Malone started streaming way after me. Or I forgot what it was because I remember Post Malone started getting into like the Twitch streaming. He got pretty big too, but I don't think anything else happened from that. But yeah, no. Shout out to the big Soulja.
big Soulja. I saw that film in concert twice.
But you said you weren't a fan of it, right?
Dude, he's so weak. He's a weak ass performer, bro. He's so lame.
Is there now? Do you have like a favorite? Like number one out of how many concerts have you been to? Would you say?
I've been to what? Pitbull, Soulja Boy. We seen a Yandel, Lovers and Friends, Dead Mouse. Been to quite a few.
So if you had to like say like your favorite one, like you actually enjoyed it, like you actually like a good time.
I saw Kendrick Lamar in concert too. I loved Kendrick, but that's because I was like fangirling. I was like, Kendrick, Kenny, K-Dot, look over here.
This man threw his boxes on stage.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Threw my boxes on stage. So yeah, that I loved Kendrick just because it was Kendrick. But I think as far as like showmanship goes and like left me like, wow, I was like, my mind was blown. Pitbull. Oh yeah. Pitbull put on a really good show.
That's when you saw him by the Nugget, right? That little stage.
That was an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
Had really good. I was in a really good spot, and he performed very, very well. It was awesome.
I mean, it's pretty cool because I mean, like I did see like a video. Like I remember when I saw a video of Offset performing like one of his concerts. Yeah. But Offset, like he actually has like some choreography, some of his dances. Yeah. And I mean, like, and then it was a tweet, and it was pretty much people saying like a lot of these rappers are scared nowadays to dance like this, but it really adds to the show though. Dude, like seeing some dancers do some crazy shit, like, or even if you just have backup dancers, really,
you need good,
Like you need to like bring the hype up. I mean, unless you got like a really crazy song, like there are songs that like so fucking you just bounce in your head, and you really get into it. But some songs, you know what I mean, like, you know, like, let's say like Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
You know, great song. But it's not like you're fucking jumping up and down, getting really hyped to it. You know, you can't. You just sitting there kind of bobbing your head.
Man down, where you from? That neighbor, dude. That song live was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
it was really good live. But yeah, you're right. Like the dancing's huge. So at Lovers and Friends, that concert is essentially like early 2000s, like the people in the.
It's kind of like a festival, you know.
It's a festival. The early 2000s, basically people who are popping back in that time. And I saw a little band called D12. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And they had really good dances, really good choreography. It was really cool. And then I saw Akon. Akon's an amazing performer as well. His energy was awesome. Music.
Oh man, shout out to Akon, man. Holy shit.
He was dope. He was in the crowd, dude. Okay, and then there's an unsung hero in this story too. My man gets in the crowd. He hops on his security guard's head, on his shoulders basically, and his security guard's walking through the Vegas heat. It's like 110 degrees outside. 4 people have already passed out in front of me that I've seen, and the security guard has a grown ass man on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Walking through a fucking crowd of people. And I'm like, he like walks by, I like touch his hand. I'm like, hey, Con. I touch his hand or whatever. I look down, security guard fighting for his life.
Oh, bro, that man's probably sweating.
Dude, he was leaking. Yeah, he was huffing and puffing, leaking. I was like, holy shit. I poured some water in his head, low-key.
Did you really?
Yeah. He walked by and I was like, I put some water in his head, bro. I was like, just a little bit. I was like, bro. I was like, that motherfucker's going to pass out, bro. I don't know if he liked it or not, but I was like, he needs water in his head, bro. Like, he looked really, really like he was about to pass out.
Yeah.
And the Akon gets back on stage, and then it was a really good performance. But Pitbull, J Balvin had a really good backup dancers, and it had like a good like show, like good production value. You had 2 of those little T-Rex costumes out there, the ones the inflatable ones, but they're hella big.
See, but that's like some funny stuff, right? You know what I mean? Obviously, Pitbull doesn't. I mean, he rap, you know what I mean? But his music is more a lot more like upbeat for the most part. Yeah. But it's like, you know, rappers aren't gonna do that. Or I mean, maybe they might see it as a little corny, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
they're just too cool for it.
But it is pretty cool. It's hella cool. Motherfuckers getting a little jiggy.
That's what I'm saying. But like, exactly, you're right. Like some of these people, and that's exactly what Soulja Boy and to me falls in. He goes out there with like 20 dudes. You're like, who are all these motherfuckers?
I will say, well, yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I get it. Like you want to bring the boys, you know what I mean? Like you want everyone to be on stage.
Keep the motherfucker backstage. They're just standing there taking, and like literally he's performing, and these dudes are standing on stage just rolling blunts.
That's I don't get it.
And it's like, bro, okay, at least roll that shit and then throw it to the crowd. Like, let me catch that motherfucker in breezy.
Give it to me.
But like, bro, they sit there, they're like bobbing their head, rolling up blunts, and they just spark it and just pass it amongst themselves.
And they're just vibing. And it's just one guy on stage with the mic doing the work. I mean, define work, dude. I mean, I'm not saying it's hard, but
it's not.
I'm not saying it's not easy either. But he's the only one really performing,
dude.
At least maybe one of them could have started dancing a little bit.
Dude, no, it's crazy, and like he's trash. And then I ended up at the club. The next time when he was there on accident, I didn't mean to see him, but he, you know, I went in the club and I was like, who's here? Soulja Boy. Oh my God. I was like, here we go again. And yeah, he went out there, weak ass music, weak ass songs.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are like a great showmanship, you put on like a really good show, it's awesome. That's why, you know what I mean? That, not to dig right at the K-pop, man, dude. Like, those Twice, I want to go see Twice. I want to go see Twice 2 times, Twice. Both times were like, it's like they really know how to put on a show, you know what I mean? Like they got, I keep saying, you know what I mean? I gotta cut this shit out.
I say like a lot. Don't listen to it.
They got confetti going off.
That's awesome.
When the beat hits, bang, like.
That was Pitbull.
And you got some cool dances going on. They had a live band. You know, people's getting they're getting the crowd involved. Like, but you know, obviously different genre. But I feel like you could always do something to make the show, you know, more interactive.
The way you described those Twice concerts was really cool because I'm like, bro, they have like interactive lights. They have the chants.
Bro, dude, please allow me to take you to a K-pop concert.
I'll slide.
I'm telling you, just feel like recently, or the one that's gonna come in town soon. Or I mean, in town, it's going on tour right now. It's a group called ATs.
Young Posse. ATs.
Wait,
ATs. That one recently came out, right? You were talking about that one.
They've been out like 5 years.
Are they? Would you consider them to be a tune singer? There's a word and there's a Korean word like in the culture that like a singer that's been around for a long, long time. You call them
Sunbae. What are you talking about?
Not Sunbae. You use the word to describe. There was an artist he's been singing for like 18 years, and you consider there's a word for it. You use like a T word, like a something singer.
Well, I mean, I did say that there's a guy who was like a trot singer.
But
a trot singer that's a genre of music. If you want to refer to someone who's been in the industry a lot longer than you, it's a Korean word. It's a sunbae.
Sunbae.
So like you would reference them like if you want to be respectful, you didn't call them by their names. It's like respecting like like sunbae nim. If you know the nim, the nim as like just like an amplifier like ultra respect. You know, it's also sunbae nim. You know, that's what they say to like the people who are more experienced in the industry.
That's fucking cold, bro.
Yeah,
I want to be. You know, matter of fact, I might get motherfuckers to start calling me sunbae nim.
I mean, you could. I mean, but
it's
only reference, to people that are under you in terms of like experience. So like someone who's younger than you could be your son because they've been in moving shit like that.
What do you? Is there a word? So me being sunbae nim, is there a word I would call like my little bro or like
a junior? I mean. So there's an official word. It's a hube.
Hube.
HOOBAE.
All right, I'm gonna start calling everyone hube.
Hube, yeah, I guess I like you're my hube.
Hube is like little bro.
It's pretty much like that, yeah. But it's just they're your juniors. It's a junior and senior.
Dude, you should have never taught me that, bro. Everyone's hube now, bro. For real. Pop to the McDonald's drive-thru. Hey, hube, can I get a? Let me get a number 9 large.
Well, I mean, the way to say that, you say sajangnim. Like if you're referring to workers or like I mean, I hopefully I'm right about this. Oh my god, my Korean's gonna be kicking it right. It's actually that it means like boss.
Okay.
But you would say that in like a restaurant, like if you want to order something, you just say 사장님, and then you hear, yeah, and at that point you say 떡볶이 한 개 주세요 or something like that.
Dude, we gotta go Korea, bro. South, not north. Dude, we gotta take a trip out there, but north would not be a vibe. Wait, do they speak the same Korean in North Korea and South Korea?
Yeah, but it's just accents, like dialects.
Really?
Yeah.
So like, which one sounds like? Does compare the two? Like, let's say like.
I have no idea which ones they are. Okay, you go on. Let me see.
Because I'm like, okay, like for in Mexico, right? Like someone who's like fresa, you would compare that to like in the U.S. equivalent would be like they're like a valley girl, like they come from money essentially.
Yeah.
Or like a ranchero, you'd probably say like, oh, like that's like a country boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the same thing, pretty much, but it's just the way they speak.
Really?
Like they're like in terms of like South Korea, there's an island called Jeju. Jeju-do, which is Korean, Jeju Island. They have a certain dialect, and I've heard it before. Like they say this is how we say this. And I think just Seoul, South Korea, and Busan or Busan dialect or something
Train
like that.
to Busan.
Yeah, Busan. And Jeju, so it's all dialect. So like, I could listen to someone speak from a different dialect, and I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? Because I'm not gonna get it for the most part. Because I'm learning like standard Korean at the moment.
Like, hey, how are you?
Yeah, and like and I mean that should be somewhat the same, but like it's like small things.
That's interesting.
I can show you a video later, like how's it different.
For me, like my Spanish is very much like it's like Spanglish. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like hella good.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was in the past, like I can understand you for the most part, but when it comes time for me to like reciprocate, good luck.
I realize now, like I only like I'm speaking like ghetto Spanish now, to where it's like pues like ni modo, like así es la vida, like
yeah.
I just say little phrases like that.
Well, keep in mind, you probably a lot of your Spanish. I mean, then again, obviously you've grown up mostly around it, but like one of like a staple in our childhoods. I mean, I guess younger is a Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh, Blood In, Blood Out. So
amazing. But by the way, very recently, even though it's been on YouTube for years, the full 4K version, it's coming to Hulu.
Thank God.
I mean, even though we can watch it right now.
We can watch it right now. We should have it in the fucking background right here.
just play.
Give me some chon.
But yeah, but it's coming to Hulu right now. And the one I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But everyone in the comments, it's on YouTube right now. And I was like, man, like, so what? But it's pretty cool. It's just, I think it's
boobies.
I think what?
There's boobies on YouTube.
Yeah, so some tits on YouTube.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I gotta flag that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it is the first time it is on like a streaming service.
That's sick.
If I had to, I mean, maybe it's like Amazon. You can probably buy it through there, but
fucking Pluto TV, some shit no one else has.
Yeah, but I was like interesting, like bringing some old movies. But I mean, I would say it is a classic, though. Everyone. I don't know about nowadays in terms of Hispanic kids, but I think it's like one of like those movies that you gotta watch.
You got it.
If you're Mexican, you're Mexican.
You're Mexican. You don't like pozole. You're Mexican.
Or anyone from the Hispanic community, I feel like needs to watch Blood In, Blood Out just once.
That's Medina's pet peeve growing up. This guy didn't like pozole, and he would tell people that.
There's a lot of stuff that I didn't like growing up. I was a picky eater. I mean, no, I wasn't as a picky eater. There was just certain things where I was like, ew. Like the texture of the hominy that they use, like the corn. Yeah, I mean, I'm on it now.
Yeah.
Like I like it a lot now, but Back in the day, I don't know. But the thing is that I liked it when I was a kid though. When I was younger, like younger than that, and then there was a time period where I was like, grody.
You know, but food I hate and should be banned and should be thrown away and should never be in someone's mouth ever again.
What is that?
Olives.
You know, I have not tried olives like fresh out of the can. I haven't tried that, but I've had it like on pizza, but I don't really notice it.
You don't notice it on pizza; it'll slide by. But if you eat olives, you're someone who likes olives. Go to jail right now,
bro. My little brother likes that.
So
does my mom. So
my mom likes olives too. All going straight to jail for real. You guys are criminals.
Well, what don't you like about it? It's just
everything.
Just a grody little taste. Well, if you had to describe it to me, because I haven't tried it like that, so
it has like a metallic taste to it. You know, you drink out of like before, like they made, you know, because now water bottles are like the reusable bottles are good now. Hydro flasks, they're good. Like the water tastes really good out of it.
Yeah.
When they first came out with them, remember how it had that like metally tinge to it, like everything
in the water bottle.
In those water bottles, you could taste
like the plastic ones.
Not the plastic ones, the little aluminum ones.
For water?
Yeah, when they first came out, remember like
aluminum water.
Aluminum water bottles.
Why am I not thinking about this? They had these?
Yeah.
Are you saying the right thing? Aluminum water bottle?
Yeah. So like
the tin cans?
Yeah, the tin cans.
I know it's a thing. I know like liquid death that is an aluminum can with water in it.
Yeah.
Are you saying the right element right now?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay, think of a hydro flask.
Yeah.
That water. Now, flashback 10 years ago, what they look like before hydro flask came out. That same water bottles like style.
I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, the point.
Okay, so because when I hear hydro flask, I'm thinking the water bottle you buy off the shelf that's empty with no water. Do you buy hydro flask with water in it already?
No. Hold on.
Okay, speak your point because maybe I'm cutting you off.
Okay. I'm not trying to say that you could buy water in a can like liquid death. I'm saying those water bottles that you would buy. So imagine an empty hydro flask. And you know, sometimes if you don't clean it right and you drink water.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. See, now I'm getting it. You didn't explain like
I
that.
I didn't explain it well. I'm sorry. It was like, that's what was making me laugh because I was like, bro, the disconnect is fucking crazy.
I've never bought like I bought plastic water bottles, but I never bought like an aluminum water bottle and had water in it.
That's why olives fucking suck, bro. Olives just get me off my game. You talk about
I forgot we were talking about the olives.
Fuck some damn olives. No. So you know that metallic taste the water gets?
Yes.
That's what olives taste like. It tastes like metallic water, and they're fucking gross, and they stink, and I hate them.
And that's your number one hate.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about the Darwinism, the animal fun facts? We also had some animal fun facts.
We could kind of bring that up again.
Let's jump into it. Because last episode when we were recording it, the Patreon special is coming out a year from now behind a paywall. Medina brought some really good fun facts about animals and stuff like that, mimicry.
So I'll try to be more better.
I'll fill in the space here as Medina's pulling up the information. It basically has to do with mimicry and talking about how animals form their defenses over the course of their entire lifetimes on a grand scale. We're talking like the millions of years. How frogs have developed the ability to jump or camouflage or bright colors to display like, oh, I'm toxic, I don't taste good. Or like anything like that. Medina did a really good deep dive about where that comes from and the different types of mimicry that you might see in nature and the different types of defenses that you might see.
All right, keep talking. I'm gonna find this email.
But yeah, so it's really interesting.
I mean, if you want to give the example that we had saw that kind of kicked it off with that tiger.
And so, for example, there's a Bengal tiger. Is it a Bengal tiger? I want to say it's a Bengal tiger. And it has white spots behind its ears to make it look like it kind of has eyes in the back of its head to make it look like there's always like it looks like a really big face, which is it's a deterrent for predators. And that got Medina thinking, okay, well, that's crazy to think about because what used to hunt tigers? Because it's a tiger. And
it's a big ass cat.
It's a big ass cat. So then Medina kind of just does a little deep dive here on how these defenses form and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's
okay. I found the email.
We could trim it.
But pretty much when I was looking at my stuff, I found out that there are like, so it's called mimicry.
Bust it open.
pretty much. Oh, sorry.
It never comes out.
Yeah, it never comes out anyways, though. Pretty much what you do see on these animals or whatever. The official word is called mimicry.
Okay.
Let me see if I could just give me a second. We gotta pull this shit up.
Let's just trim it.
Just be quiet.
Yeah.
All right, so pretty much what we do see in, what we call it, like these crazy patterns that like to scare animals or whatever, it's called mimicry, which, to mimic something, to copy something. And so there are a few of them, but I'll just read them off real quick. So there's something called Batesian mimicry, malaria mimicry. We also have Emslayan. Is that you pronounce it like that?
That is a really hard word to say.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Emslayan?
Jesus. Emslayan.
Emslayan, okay.
Okay.
Emslayan mimicry, and we have Mertesian mimicry.
Okay.
And we have auto mimicry.
Okay.
But just like a quick sum of it, Batesian mimicry is when a species mimics the warning signals of another species without having the characteristics that make it undesirable to their shared predator. And that's Batesian.
Okay.
And Malarian. Oh, what happened? You guys
you can think of that one as if what was the example? Like hiding your favorite chocolates
in
a bag of raisins.
So, pretty much. Oh well, hold on. Let me read into it
Yeah.
real quick. So there's that, and then the malaria mimicry. So that is when two species share similar anti-predator characteristics. And they give an example of these two butterflies, but I'll kind of read it real quick. But just for an example of like overall, the example they use on this website is imagine a bowl of M&Ms, and you reach into it to grab a red one, and you're pissed off because it's a Reese's Pieces. And you're thinking, they got me. And you want an M&M, so like you really want an M&M. So you go in there, you grab another red one, and bam, they get you again, you get a Skittle.
No way.
Who is doing this?
The fuck's up with this bowl?
and so, again, you don't want that one. So then you realize that the red ones aren't coming out the way you want it to. So then pretty much you go for like a green one, and that's an M&M. So pretty much, so to break it down, it says, well, all the red pieces were candy, neither had the characteristics you were hoping for, but the rest of the colors did. So as a result, quickly learn to avoid these red ones. So you basically avoid them. So then two species mimicking one another's warning patterns, as the monarch and viceroy butterflies do, well, I'll read into it real quick, can more rapidly teach predators to avoid them and minimize numbers of casualties to each. So pretty much, I mean, it was like a deep dive in like these two butterflies called the viceroy and the monarch butterflies. So the monarch are like the poisonous ones,
yeah,
and the viceroys are like cool.
They're chill.
Yeah, I guess. And then so they had they conducted a study on them where these scientists they had believed that the viceroy was just an attractive meal for the birds, but they evolved the colorations to the toxic monarch to avoid being eaten.
Okay.
So then they did a study in the 1990s where these fucking these scientists,
this is crazy,
they set out to remove the wings from the viceroys and the monarchs and queens. When it says queens, I don't know what queens means. Maybe queen butterflies?
Maybe.
Anyways, and they fed these wingless butterflies to the birds just to see like if it really proves the theory. Oh, the theory was that if the viceroys actually tasted better than the monarchs, they would be eaten far more than the monarchs or the queens. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a butterfly thing.
Oh.
When their warning colors were removed. And then what the scientists found, though, was that, what scientists found, however, was that the birds spat out the viceroys just as often as the monarchs.
Piggy ass birds. Thought y'all was hungry.
So yeah, so that's pretty much just basically they copied each other just to avoid being eaten, pretty much.
That's really interesting. That one like blows my mind because first of all, scientists are crazy little fuckers, aren't they? Sometimes taking the fucking wings off the butterflies.
Bro, they caught them. And they said, took off the fucking
That's
wings, bro.
devious work.
That is crazy.
Imagine getting manhandled and just getting your arms ripped off,
and then just get fucking, bro. That's some cartel shit, bro. That's scary, bro.
That's the video you see on Live Leak. You see that science experiment on Live Leak.
That was very scary. And then so really quick
before you move on to the next thing too, real quick. Sorry. So wait, which butterfly doesn't taste like shit? The Viceroy is the one that's the more desirable one than the Monarch.
So right? See, that's what I don't know, because I mean, the study I was kind of reading it, like I get what they're saying, but like, are these birds just eating butterflies just for the hell of it?
That's crazy. Yeah, because I wonder why the birds did spit them out. Because, damn. So,
But they ate them. I mean, whatever.
That's really interesting.
Anyway, so to move on to like the other two types of mimicry. So we have some snakes on the screen, right? I mean, I guess on our screen.
Snakes in OVO circle.
So, I'll just read it. Another astonishing form of mimicry is, how'd you say it? Emslian or Mertesian mimicry. In this form of mimicry, a deadly prey mimics the warning signs of a less dangerous species. A good example of this involves the milk, coral, and the false coral snakes. Both the harmless milk snake and the deadly coral snake mimic the warning signs of the moderately venomous false coral snake. The harmless milk snake mimicking the moderately venomous false coral snake is another example of Batesian mimicry. So basically, a tasty treat dressed up as a venomous one. Predators associate the markings with the venomous and avoid it.
That's crazy.
So that is like, they're dressing up just to.
How's that little saying go? What is it like? Is it red next to black, you're a dead Jack, or like if it is like red touch yellow, you're a dead fellow? Because
that's like electricity, no?
No, that's for the coral snakes, because one of them is really deadly, and then one of them's not, because the mimicry is a little bit off.
Yeah.
And I want to say it's like red touch yellow, you're a dead fellow, or something like that.
I mean, I now that you mentioned like the whole snake thing, I thought that was like an or like with like bomb diffusing or
something like that. Electricians have a little saying too.
Yeah. So anyway, then let me read this out. The last sentence is, but why would a deadly snake mimic a less dangerous species? So, when a predator eats a moderately venomous species, it learns that it does not want to eat that or similar prey in the future. If the predator eats a venomous prey and then it dies, it can't learn that lesson. So the deadly snake will just thus benefits from mimicking a moderately venomous species that its predators have already learned to avoid.
That's crazy.
So it's pretty much, I know he don't like them. Let's dress with the same, or let's evolve into the same once again. Yeah, so animal evolution is fucking crazy.
And then all of this is like evolved over the course of millions of years.
Yeah,
right?
like so long.
These timelines are crazy.
And so now we're at a point where you think they'll like evolve to catch on again.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna like a loop, and then we have something called auto mimicry.
Okay.
And we talk as much about. So here, read it out once again. One last form of mimicry is auto mimicry, which occurs within a single organism. It is when one part of an organism's body resembles another part, like a number of snake species that have tails that resemble their heads, and may even move backwards when threatened. By doing this, they can trick predators into going for their tails rather than their heads to avoid fatal attacks. Interesting. Hair-streaked butterflies also present this type of mimicry. They have a spot on the end of their wings, their hind wings, the thecla spot, which resembles an eye, and little tails behind the spot, which resembles antennae. So during an attack, the predators will go for their ass, pretty much, instead of their head. So basically, dodge the lethal attack. So I guess there's a picture on the screen right now for us, but it's a butterfly that looks as if his head for the kill shot, the headshot is behind him, but it's not.
What?
So that's the thing, like how. I don't get it.
How?
How did they evolve to be? Let's put some shit in the back to make it look like.
That's crazy. Or like lizards busting off their tails and shit like that.
And you see, so I mean, and just some more examples. We have a thing called the giant swallowtail caterpillar. Caterpillar. Oh man, I cannot speak today. Basically, it somehow evolved to look like bird shit.
It's crazy. It has the coloration. It's like white and brown. And
white and brown. So it looks like some bird shit. So I mean, it is pretty cool. Another big example was the fly, which there's a fly that mimics a bee.
That's crazy.
So we're looking at obviously what looks like a bee. And when the first time when I found this, I thought that was the bee on the right.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's two side by side pictures to show you like what they look like.
You would have ate him. You would have been a confused predator.
Oh, I would have been confused.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have like it looks like a fly, but it has like a golden coat on it, and it looks like a bee, which is pretty crazy. And then we have a swallowtail, a spice bush swallowtail. It turns greens and develops eye spots as it matures to resemble the head of a snake.
And that's also a caterpillar, a spice bush.
Yeah, it is a caterpillar. But I mean, if you think about it, how stupid do you think that bird is? Or whichever animal is like, that's a small ass snake. I better back off.
Yeah, no.
Like how big? I mean, then again, this thing might be huge. You never know.
It's probably like the size of like your thumb or something like that.
Maybe, yeah, but I mean, I can see that. You know what I mean? Like, look, I mean, in this next picture, we have a butterfly that has like owl or like two predominant eye spots on the back of it, which looks like kind of like owl eyes. Yeah. But listen, I mean, think about it. If you just saw that in like a tree,
yeah,
that's pretty spooky.
Yeah, it's called the owl butterfly. It looks like an owl's face.
Pretty much. Yeah, when the wings are spread, people think, oh, that's a big predator.
That's good.
Let me avoid that one. And then we got a few more. Why don't we just go through them? We got some time.
Yeah.
We have the snapping turtle.
Fuck a snapping turtle.
So I mean, well, obviously you might be wondering how does the snapping turtle hide? So basically, while it's underwater, or I think it's underwater. Yeah, I'm assuming to get the fish, to eat the fish, and I guess the snapping turtle's tongue is like very small and can wiggle around a little bit. And basically, what it do is basically essentially how we fish, or how humans fish with a little worm on the end of it. They'll throw it in the water and let it bob. So basically, this turtle will like make his tongue move back and forth, and the fish thinks, "Oh man, that's a good looking worm right there." And then they go for it, and next thing you know, snapping turtle, bam, claps on him and just strikes him and kills him. Yeah, that's a free meal right there.
I bet you probably bites him in half, huh? Because they have like one of the strongest bite forces.
Their bite force is crazy. Like you seen the videos of the guys getting hit by that shit?
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. Go ahead and look it up if you want. This one's kind of funny.
Cuck bird.
The cuckoo birds, or the cuckoo. I'm assuming cuckoo, right?
This is the sickest fucker in nature.
So for those who don't know, this I'm assuming these cuckoo birds have a type of mimicry, but it's a little different. So they use their mimicry to defer their responsibility to another bird, which basically means
it's parenting.
So it's parenting. So like it'll drop their eggs off in another nest and fly away.
And the eggs look like, so if it's like a house finch or like a yellow finch, the egg looks like a finch egg, and it has like up to like 6 different variations. Like it can have like blue eggs, brown eggs, yellow eggs, depending on like what region it's in and like what's the most common bird.
Yeah.
It'll drop the egg off in the nest, right? And then the baby takes it a step further. The baby comes out naturally bigger than the other birds, right? And scientists studied it. The cuckoo bird babies cry louder than the other birds, and that triggers the parents to, oh, this baby's the hungriest, let me feed them. After about 4 or 5 days,
go back to last week's episode, the loudest wheel gets the grease.
The loudest, what is it, the squeaky wheel gets the grease?
Oh yeah, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease. If you know, you know. This fucking baby bird then pushes the other birds out the nest on some sociopathic serial killer behavior, pushes the other birds out the nest, and it's the only bird left. And then the parents raise it. It's like so like, like.
Yeah, the bird just goes, oh, I guess I got one baby now. Let me just, and it's not even his.
Not even his. That's crazy. You imagine that shit, bro?
And he would just raise that fucking thing. It is wild. We have another one here. It's called the Death's Head hawk moth.
Yeah.
And it is a moth that pretty much it can resemble, or he can use his mimicry to steal honey from beehives. But basically, so thanks to his biological ability to mimic the chemical smell of honeybees, this moth can break in and enter into the beehive without being noticed, which is pretty crazy though. That's fucking wild.
Damn.
It can also make a squeaking noise that the sounds like the queens the queens can make, just in case they'd be like, yeah, I'm really a bee, guys.
Yeah. I guess they get suspicious.
Yeah. But he's going to get some honey.
Imagine the human equivalent. It's like has a T-shirt that says "I'm a bee, buzz buzz," and they're like,
really a bee? He's one of us. Pretty much that's it. There's another one here. The spider-tailed horned viper.
This one I've seen videos of this one.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So basically, I mean this viper on the end of his tail, it's like very spiky. It looks like a spider, maybe from a distance. And I think it's like birds, right, or something like that, or.
It draws the birds in to catch the spider on his tail, and then he eats the bird.
So basically, so the bird would be like, "This is a nice little spider," and bam, snake from the side.
That one's crazy.
Catches him slipping. It is pretty funny. I mean, I'm not gonna say funny. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. You know,
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, you guys get caught slipping.
Couldn't be me.
So, I have heard of this one before too. I mean, when I read this one, we have the male superb lyrebird. Oh, how do you say it? Yeah, liar, right?
Men lying? Come on.
What's new?
What's new?
Period. So they're known for their extravagant courtship techniques involving a spectacular plumage display and dancing.
That sounds like me for real.
But while these maneuvers may be enough to attract the attention of a female, further tactics may be required to secure a mate.
Okay.
So the male superb lyrebird therefore resorts to a more unpalatable technique, lying.
What the hell?
So these birds are known to be able to imitate the calls of more than 20 other species in their local environment.
No.
And in certain courtship situations, they imitate the mobbing alarms. The mobbing alarm calls of multiple species. Researchers from Australia found that the male superb lyrebird would not only mimic the distress sounds of multiple species, but they'd also enhance the illusion by imitating the sounds of small birds. Wing beats, for example. They pulled this trick by only when the females attempted to exit.
What the?
Wait, don't go.
But that bird might just be me.
Yeah, attempted to exit. Okay. Let's start over. They pulled this trick only when females attempted to exit male display arenas or during the long copulation period. This, what word is that? Machiavellian? Machiavellian. This is what it's called. This Machiavellian mimicry aims to prevent females from prematurely leaving.
So dang, he takes a long time for them to like bust too. It says, because it says it takes a long time for copulation. That's like sex.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah, it says during the long copulation.
Oh my God, that's kind of don't go no.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's putting in strokes. The girl bird's like, all right, I really gotta go. And he's like,
no way.
And the girl bird's like, oh shit, for real?
Yeah. This one's pretty interesting too. The South African puff adder.
Okay.
That sounds like a name for like a vape.
It does sound like yeah.
Like an alligator stabbing turtle. The South African puff adder also uses its tongue to mimic invertebrate and lure the prey in closer. But they don't just wait for they don't just use their tongue. Wait, what? Oh, I thought they were okay. But they don't just use their tongue. These reptiles also wave their tails, mimic worms or caterpillars, and studies suggest that the tongue luring happens only in response to the presence of frogs, suggesting that puff adders can visually discriminate between amphibians and other animals. So
that's crazy. Bro's natural born fucking racist. Natural born discrimination.
Let's see. We'll do like one more.
Yeah, go do the fang bunny. That one's really cool.
This guy?
Yeah.
You always like with this? Or you want to like this guy or this one?
Let's do the fish.
Okay, so the fish. So this thing is called a fang blenny. So, they got a whole story on this one. Should we just go to the first one?
Yeah, give the synopsis.
So the fang blenny. Oh yeah, well, so I mean, the fang blenny is another rare mimic of multiple disguises. So most visual mimicries in invertebrates are a permanent state. But like our earlier, examples, the blue striped fang blenny can also oscillate between different disguises. So he can switch it up, new fit for the day.
The minion of the SpongeBob.
The fang blenny's model of choice is the blue streak cleaner wrasse.
Interesting.
So a diligent fish that provides a cleaning service to reef visitors by picking off parasites and mucus. I looked up this fish. This thing's kind of ugly. I can't lie.
That one right there, the picture.
No, this one. The
blue streak.
The model of choice, the blue streak cleaner wrasse. It's like a big old fish. I don't know. It looks kind of ugly. I just go back to the fang blenny can switch to have a black body and an electric blue stripe that resembles a wrasse, but instead of cleaning other fishes, the fang blenny uses the disguise to bite off the scales of the larger fish.
Man, what a sicko!
So he's
biting and then dips.
So that's what I'm saying. So like this fish, like, appreciate it. Goddamn! What the fuck was that?
Free massage, and he just fucking chops you in the side of the neck.
Bitch. Yeah. And so then when the job is done, they're able to change at will. They can change the color of the body to brown, olive, or orange with lighter color stripes. While the physiological basis of these color changes aren't fully understood, It is believed that the famed blennies switched to these other non-mimetic colors to conceal themselves among the fish shoals, and strike at passing fish.
That's crazy.
So yeah, this fish is he's doing it just to get a quick little meal. I don't think he's killing anyone.
Low key respect though, yeah, right. He's like, hey, I'm not greedy. Not here to take too much. Just me a little bite. That's it.
That's all we need, really.
Damn.
And I mean, and so I mean, those are like mimicries, but just to read off some real quick ways that animals can defend themselves, like, but besides just changing their colors and shit. I did find like this like breakdown of all your defenses. I'll just run through them really quick. So I mean, in terms of physical defenses, they're animals that have shells, borrowed shells, exoskeletons, endoskeletons, sharp spines, inflation, organs for clinging, electric organs, sacrificing body parts, evisceration.
Jump into that evisceration real quick.
Oh well, the evisceration it is literally like, I mean, the only example they give you is
a sea cucumber.
It is like sea cucumbers, and when I looked this up, it was pretty grody. I'm not gonna lie to you, because you probably hear me typing right now. I'm gonna play it on the computer.
We're gonna we'll drop the link for this video as well.
Yeah,
the sea cucumber evisceration. Well, what is evisceration?
Well, pretty much, I mean, these guys, like, they, I don't know if it's the same thing across the animals they do, but these guys, essentially, they spit out their guts.
They just launch as a defense. They're like, all right, here, have these guts.
See, I mean, and we're currently watching the video right now. It's a PBS. You see that? It's basically like it shoots out these fucking things, and but it's a defense mechanism. So maybe they, like, when the animals are pulling up, they go, here.
That's gross.
and then the fish would just like back up. And that's kind of gross. So I mean, I guess I'll link to the one we just watched right now.
Shawty kind of bad. PBS girl.
Anyways, so to go back to go run down the list real quick, we have chemical defenses. We have stinging cells. I think that is maybe with the jellyfish.
Okay.
Maybe poison tip spines, poisons in skin and flesh, chemical releases, mucus protection, snares. We have some color defenses. This is mainly like the mimicry kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Color patterns, camouflage, counter shading, disruptive contrast, confusing display, startle display, warning coloration. Could you imagine if like the warning coloration was like a swastika?
Something really racist.
Yeah.
Whoa, I don't eat that. You are what you eat. You're gonna eat me. You're gonna be racist.
Another one, mimicking toxic species, like we talked about before. Behavioral defenses, fleeing.
Me for real.
You just dipping out pretty much.
Yeah.
Directed movements.
Me for real.
I don't know what that means. It's the same thing. Contraction and withdrawal. Crypsis.
Hiding.
Decorating. Schooling. And schooling as a protection. So I mean, there's a few ways animals, will like, defend themselves. But I mean, and there's a lot of them too.
Straight animal defenses.
Oh, you know what? And we do have some pretty cool ones. But not talking about mimicry. Like the sperm whale.
Okay.
It takes a shit.
That is disgusting.
So like these pygmy sperm whales will literally, like, if they're feeling it's really like something that we do when we're really scared, but nothing really happens. But
yeah.
they shit themselves and get away.
They shit themselves, make a cloud, and then dip off.
Like, okay, let me see. It excretes a sort of, brace yourself, anal syrup.
Oh my.
Anal, that's gross. And basically a dark cloud that shrouds the predators and conceals the whale, and it basically allows it to escape.
That's great.
That is crazy. This one was wild though. I read this one. The music of the hairy frog. Hairy frogs are a species, and they where'd it go? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Hairy frogs. What they do is they break their bones and use them as claws.
That is insane.
That is so fucking raw, dude.
That's so. Would you ever fight a motherfucker that did that before the fight? Broke his hand just to make it more like firm or something like that.
Dude, no, I see that mechanism alone will maybe fucking ew. Like, dude, if someone's that crazy to do that shit, you're not gonna fight them.
Some ants self-combust.
These ants, I guess they blow up.
I'm about to self-combust.
Oh, you see? Okay, hold on. Worker ants from these species have large poison-filled glands that run through their whole bodies. So under a threat, they will violently contract their abdominal muscles to blow themselves up and spray a stinky poison. It is corrosive chemical irritant rather than the explosion itself that immobilizes or kills the attacker. So they were just going out, you know what I mean? Like, hey, shout out to Jim. That man just combusted outside.
Straight putting on for the set. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are kind of like that.
Damn.
So I mean, we've covered a good amount of this episode, I think.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I really like all that shit. We span from Kendrick to ants self-combusting. I mean, what an auditory journey.
Yeah, so I mean, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was kind of a last minute kind of thing.
Next week we're gonna come more prepared. Again, like we said, we had the last episode. We weren't really feeling it, and not to mention on top of that, we couldn't get the video thing really set up this week. We got the studio space set up. Yeah, it looked pretty good.
It does look good. We'll just be prepared.
Yeah, we'll be prepared next.
Maybe we might even do like a Saturday or earlier in the day, or I don't know, just sometime where we're actually feeling good and not tired.
We gotta bust it out, and then we gotta bring the whiteboard because we're gonna do some. I think next week I want to do some like ranking. I really enjoy like doing like ranking things and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool to like bring that, get the whiteboard for next week, and then bust out something like that because kind of play into the whole like video part of the show.
Just even just seeing the video.
We were watching it back that same night we finished recording or whatever. We watched it back a little bit. It was so entertaining just to like see the video.
Yeah, just to see us. Yeah, it was solid.
So
I mean, it was pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully we will at least give you some entertainment this week to carry over.
So stay tuned for that. Email us at brotherletstalkpod@gmail.com. Any listener questions, any stories. Follow us on Instagram at brotherletstalkpod on Instagram. That's at brotherletstalkpod. And
Gmail. And a slight apology for our major YouTube fan base. For some reason, your boys just slag on upload the podcast on YouTube.
Well, we need the video. I feel like I don't know.
I mean, I do upload the episodes, but like last week, like episode 5 is not on there right now. I just forgot to upload it. I'm trying out here. I'm sorry.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there. But let's talk episode 6. Signing off.
Peace out.
Peace out. Later.